The following episode will contain spoilers. You have been warned.
You're listening to Cinema IRL, the podcast that throws you into the movie and asks the question, what would you do? Who doesn't love a good origin story set in the mid-60s? How does a small group deal with a literal planet devourer? Amber and Scott discuss after watching Fantastic Four First Steps. And now, Cinema IRL.
I wish I could switch places for just one day.
What would you do?
Put yourself in my shoes.
How do we handle this?
What would you do?
Put yourself in my position.
What would you do?
Now it's your turn.
It's clobbering time!
It is indeed. Boys and girls, this episode we are talking about the Fantastic Four First Steps. Forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, the Fantastic Four must defend Earth from a ravenous space god named Galactus and his enigmatic herald, Silver Surfer.
That is indeed true.
Yeah. So this film, obviously, in a nutshell, if you're not familiar with these characters, they go off into space in some sort of space mission. Something happens.
Cosmic radiation.
Yeah, and they come back with superpowers. So they are actually in the 1960s in this film, which was kind of strange.
Yeah, no, I mean that's the right time set for this.
Yeah, and turns out the woman of the Fantastic Four, Sue, is pregnant. And her baby winds up being the focus of this film because Galactus wants her baby. So First Steps, the Fantastic Four First Steps, I think they're referring to the first steps of that little baby.
Maybe.
Maybe, baby.
Maybe, baby.
So, yeah, so Sue Storm is trying to protect her baby. Galactus says, give me your baby or I'm going to destroy the Earth. And they say, we're not giving you our baby. And chaos ensues.
You want to start with the first what would you do?
Sure.
I'm familiar with Galactus. I'm giving him the baby. F that.
He is a big guy.
He is, yeah, and he was apparently in a weakened state as small as he was.
Yeah, he was towering above the skyscrapers in New York City. Just his feet were as big as cars.
Yeah, I mean, when this guy's at full power, he can pop planets like cheese balls. He big.
Yeah, he was definitely not someone you wanted to mess with, and he was very fixated on the baby.
Yeah, well, it's because he was trapped. He wanted to basically untrap himself and put the essentially make baby the new Galactus.
So, what would you do if you were part of our combo couple of Sue Storm and Reed Richards who were having their baby? They think it's a normal baby. Some big scary monster wants your baby, and you, as you said, you would give them the baby, but in the
bye, we can make another one.
But in the case of this film, everyone from Earth just assumes they did just what you said, is give them the baby for the sake of the entire Earth, and they're like, no, and then everyone on Earth is like, wow, what the heck's wrong with you, Fantastic Four? You're supposed to protect us, and you're making us all vulnerable and at risk here.
Hashtag Earthlings were right. No, I mean, seriously, I mean, listen, it's a selfish thing to do. I mean, again, we're putting this into reality. Like, I trade my baby for all of Earth. Oh, bye! Bye! Send letters!
Yeah, I've spoken like someone who hasn't had kids and probably shouldn't.
Well, that's true, but the reality of it is that if you don't give him the baby, more than likely he's going to come to Earth, he's going to destroy Earth and take the baby anyway. So it's, do you want everyone to live and lose your baby? Or do you want everyone to die and lose your planet and still lose your baby?
So the interesting little side story here in this film is Johnny Storm, Human Torch, seems to have a crush on Galactus's sidekick, Silver Surfer.
She had a nice pair of tits.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't recall Silver Surfer being portrayed as female. Maybe she was, and I've just been oblivious. But I always thought that Silver Surfer was portrayed male.
I can't chime in on that. I can't say I know.
I don't know. Maybe it's just.
But he's torn.
Me Too or something. I don't know.
She keeps trying to destroy them, and she is the one who's picking the planets that Galactus destroys, and yet Johnny, he thinks she's pretty, wants to get to know her, and so he's really torn when they're like, she's chasing us, she's trying to get us, kill her, get her, attack her, and I don't know. I think he's definitely has a crush on her. What would you do if you had a crush on someone that nobody else liked?
I mean,
that's at its most basic form, but that's certainly what would you do? What would you do if you had a crush on someone that nobody else liked?
Like, if I knew no one else liked it, like openly.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're saying kill her. So
I'd probably try to figure out why, but in this case,
well, it's pretty clear why.
Yeah, she got to go. Yeah, she got to die. I mean, not that they're going to be able to kill her because she's Silver Surfer, but again, this is me comic book nerding a little bit. I don't know that much, but I know more than was said in the movie. And I know that killing Silver Surfer is not an easy ask.
So what would you do if you knew Galactus was coming to your fair town and was huge and was going to create mass destruction when he arrived? What would you do?
Ask him what he wants and give it to him.
Maybe meet him at the shore.
Planet.
Meet him at the shore before he even steps onto land and starts knocking down buildings and.
Well, I mean, since Reed and Sue were going to be stubborn and not give up Franklin,
those selfish parents,
good parents, terrible Earthlings. I mean, they had to draw him in because they were trying to teleport his ass out, and that's where the bridge was.
So, what would you do if you went out into space and everyone got these powers of invisibility and being on fire and being all rubbery, and yours is that you're a big rock now, like the Thing?
The Thing?
Yeah, boy, I would feel really cheated.
I don't know, things.
And when his beard grows, it just gets really rocky. His face gets really rocky, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, but he's really strong. He's very, very, very strong, which is kind of funny because Ben Grimm, like pre-transformation, like
just normal.
I don't believe he was much of a strong man. He was just a pure scientist.
Yeah,
then
we saw him at the beginning. He just seemed like a normal guy.
Yeah, and then he just.
It's gotta be hard dating when you're the Thing.
I mean, I guess if all of a sudden I got jacked, I could be a gym bro too.
I complain about, whisker burn. Can you imagine what kind of stone burn you get from kissing the Thing?
Can you polish it?
I don't know. It looked really rocky and rough.
Well, I know, but can we get some polish?
Stick his face in a stone polisher?
Yeah.
A rock polisher?
Yeah, can we just get him polished a little bit?
Yeah, that could actually be nice and silky smooth.
Yeah, maybe until his stubble keeps growing.
Yeah. I mean, if he wants a first date with our school teacher kind of character, yeah, he's definitely got to do something with that rocky face.
Yeah, nice little bit for Natasha Lyonne.
Yeah, she looked very, very wholesome. Not how we're accustomed to seeing her in her usual roles.
Yeah, it was the 60s.
Yeah.
They all tried to be wholesome.
Yeah, definitely all certainly looked like that. So what were some of your what would you do's from the film?
I'm sitting here trying to think. I actually got pretty engrossed in the film. I enjoyed it a lot, except for some of the assholes with phones trying to record it or something.
You keep changing our PG rating to ours with all your cussing.
Well, sometimes it'd be like that.
Yes, we had some 3 teenage guys in our audience. Yeah.
Oh, we had more than 3. But
well, there was 3 that was creating.
3 who were being a problem.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was audience of all ages, but just, 3 in the lower corner who seemed to think that they were in their living room. Which is going to happen with blockbusters like this, unfortunately.
So the problem with what would you do's in movies like this is you're often placed into situations that have unavoidable actions.
Like what?
Well, if Galactus is coming to town and you've got means to fight him, you got to fight him.
Okay.
I mean, oftentimes, like, again, some hot chick with a surfboard comes down and says, hey, we're going to munch your planet. I mean, you kind of you don't go have happy hour after that. You find a way to stop.
Who had happy hour?
Well, no one did. I mean, I like happy hour, but I wouldn't go do it right after someone said.
So what would you do is you wouldn't go and have nachos and a margarita?
Well, it depends. If I can't do anything about Galactus personally, I'm definitely going for nachos and a margarita. Matter of fact, I'm going for whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, if the end of the world's coming.
Like, if the end of the world's coming, I'll try cocaine. I've never tried it before.
Wow. This episode is going so sideways.
I mean, whatever you've
if
got.
the world is ending, I'll try cocaine.
I mean,
Wow.
I
learned so much about you in these episodes.
I'm not a big druggie because I want my body to still function when I'm older.
But if there is no older, just start sniffing and sorting all the stuff.
I mean, I want
Shooting it up.
to figure out what the appeal is.
Okay.
Besides death. Yeah, I'm not a big drug user, boys and girls. But no, actually, seriously, if I'm not the Fantastic Four and I am just somebody with a normal life, I'm going to do whatever the hell it is I've always wanted to do.
Is this if you are a superhero and you're just checking out?
No, if I'm an ordinary person. If I'm Scott Gerhardt living in that world.
Oh, okay.
I'm going for margaritas and probably skydiving.
So
Maybe skydiving while doing cocaine.
Wow. Okay. Well, that seems like the Wolf of Wall Street.
Was there a skydiving while doing cocaine scene?
There was lots of cocaine scenes, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was skydiving while snorting cocaine on the cutting room floor. That was definitely that kind of film.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I've seen that one.
So oh my gosh, you haven't seen that? You must see that.
I don't think I have.
It has one of the most epic, hysterical scenes in all movies.
Okay.
Related to Coke. Anyway.
Related to Coke.
Yeah, no, it's super funny. So while the rest of the world is conserving energy to be able to power these bridges to transport Galactus, you're in the cantina saying, "No, dude, I need my light and my electricity to grind up my margarita."
I don't need lights to be able to eat and drink.
Okay. Well, I mean, they might not be able to melt your cheese or grind up your ice.
I mean, build a fire.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, it's not my fault.
You're gonna melt your own cheese over your fire.
You're the Mexican restaurant, not me. You got to figure it out. I'm just the guy who wants to eat nachos.
Interesting.
If you're the Fantastic Four, though, you've got to try to figure this out. And it was interesting because Reed's the super scientist, and he can figure out all sorts of things. But then he realized that he's just completely screwed on this one because, like, Galactus is older than the known universe. Like, there's things that just are mind-boggling to anyone on Earth, even the smartest people, because they're just...
You can't possibly wrap your head around something like that.
Yeah. So...
I mean, he's a ravenous space god that's older than dirt. So...
Listen, I hate to keep harping on this point, but especially maybe at the time that you realize this is a ravenous space god who's older than the universe, who... you don't know a dang thing about. I'm giving them the baby. Go away now. Go away. Here's the baby. What? Oh.
We hope you enjoyed our episode. Thank you for listening. And to catch all the new episodes, please subscribe. We release 2 to 3 episodes weekly, so we'll have new content regularly. Until next time.